First question, a wire of length capital L and cross-sectional area capital A is made of a material of Young's modulus capital Y. It is stretched by an amount x. The work done or energy stored is. First option, yx square a by L. Second option, yx a by 2L. Third option, 2yx square a by L. Fourth option, yx square a by 2L. Solution. We can treat the rod as a spring and its spring constant is K is equal to YA divided by L. We know that spring constant K is equal to F by X, and according to the Young's modulus formula, F is equal to YA into delta L by L, where delta L is elongation or expansion. From that two formulas, we will get K is equal to YA divided by L. Work done in stretching the spring or rod is W is equal to half kx square, that is equal to half into, in the place of k, YA by L into x square as it is. So therefore, our answer is option D, that is yx square A divided by 2L. Option D is the right option. Next question. Wires A and B are made from the same material. A has twice the diameter and 3 times the length of B. If the elastic limits are not reached, when each is stretched by the same tension, the ratio of energy stored in the A to that in B is. First option, 3:4. Second option, 2:3. Third option, 6:1. Fourth option, 3:2. Solution. We know that work done W or U is equal to half into F into elongation, or average force into elongation, that is equal to, but elongation or extension according to Young's modulus formula, we can write it as here x is elongation, x is equal to F into L by AY. So half F into FL by AY, altogether U is equal to F square L divided by 2AY. As per the question, here F and Y are constants. Therefore, U is directly proportional to L divided by A, where A is equal to pi r square, so that U is directly proportional to L divided by r square. Therefore, UA by UB is equal to LA by LB into RB by RA whole square, that is equal to 3 into 1 by 2 whole square, that is equal to 3 by 4. So that option A is the right option. Question. A smooth uniform string of natural length L, cross-sectional area A and Young's modulus Y is pulled along its length by a force capital F on a horizontal surface. Find the elastic potential energy stored in the string. Option A, U is equal to F square L by 3ay. Option B, U is equal to F square L by ay. Option C, U is equal to F square L by 2ay. Option D, U is equal to F square L by 6ay. Solution. The tension capital T in the string at a distance x from its free end is given as T is equal to F by L into x. Let us assume that L is the total length of a uniform string and F is the force applied for the total length L, where F by L is the force per unit length. F by L is equal to force per unit length. So, tension for x length from the end for x length, that is force per unit length into given length, that given length is x. So, that tension for the length x is equal to F by L into x. We know that stress is equal to tension divided by area, or that is equal to, so here tension formula, if we substitute here, we will get stress is equal to F into x divided by A into L. Therefore, potential energy U is equal to integral half into stress square by Y into dV. That implies U is equal to, say, 2 constant, Y constant. So 1 by 2y we can write outside, integral 0 to total length L limits into F square, stress square. Stress is equal to Fx by Al. So stress square is there. Therefore here F square x square divided by A square L square dV as it is, where dV volume, change in volume, is equal to area of cross section into change in length, A into dx. This gives U is equal to F square L divided by 6ay. See here, F square constant, A square constant, L square constant, and what is remaining here? Integral 0 to L x square dV, where dV is equal to A into dx. So that in the place of dV, by writing A into dx, so A again constant, or A cancel, one A is remaining in denominator. So integral 0 to L x square dx, x cube by 3. After substituting the upper limit and lower limit and then cancellations, so finally we will get U is equal to F square L divided by 6ay is our answer. Next question. The compressibility of water is 6 into 10 power minus 10 Newton inverse meter square if 1 liter is subjected to a pressure of 4 into 10 power 7 Newton per meter square. The decrease in its volume is option A 10 centimeter cube, option B 2.4 centimeter cube, option C 15 centimeter cube, option D 24 centimeter cube. Solution. We know that compressibility K is equal to reciprocal of bulk modulus 1 by B, that is equal to minus delta V by PV. Decrease in volume from this formula, from the above line, decrease in volume, that is minus delta V, but decrease is nothing but negative, so no need to write negative sign once again. Delta V is equal to PVK. By substituting the values given in the question, P is given 4 into 10 power 7 Newton per meter square into volume is given 1 into 6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 K value, that is equal to 24 into 10 power minus 3 liter. But we know that 1 liter is equal to 10 cube centimeter cube, that is 1000 cc. So that is equal to 24 into 10 power minus 3 liter, but in the place of liter we can write 10 cube centimeter cube. So here 10 cube 10 power minus 3 cancel, that is equal to decrease in volume is 24 cc. So that is option D is the right option. Question. The average depth of Indian Ocean is about 3000 meter. The fractional compression delta V by V of water at the bottom of the ocean is given. Bulk modulus of water is equal to 2.2 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square, and small g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Option A 0.91%, option B 0.82%, option C 1.24%, option D 1.36%. Solution. The pressure exerted by a 3000 meter column of water on the bottom layer is, we know that hydrostatic pressure P can be written as H into rho into G, where H depth or height, rho density, G acceleration due to gravity. So height is given in the question, or depth or height, that is equal to H value is equal to 3000 meter into rho is the density of water, it is a 1000 kg per meter cube fixed value, into acceleration due to gravity is also given in the question, that is 10 meter per second square. We know that fractional compression delta V by V is, so delta V by V is equal to P divided by capital B according to bulk modulus definition, that is equal to P, observe here, 3000 into 1000 into 10, that is 3 into 10 power 7 Newton per meter square, divided by P is given in the question 2.2 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square, that is equal to 1.36 into 10 power minus 2, that is equal to, so in terms of percentages, if we want to write this value in terms of percentage, both sides we should multiply with 100, that is delta V by V into 100 is equal to 1.36 into 10 power minus 2 into 100, that is equal to 1.36%, that is option D is the right option. Next question. An increase in pressure of 100 kilopascal causes a certain volume of water to decrease to 5 into 10 power minus 3% of its original volume. The speed of sound compressional waves in water is close to, option A 1200 meter per second, option B 1000 meter per second, option C 1700 meter per second, option D 1400 meter per second. Solution. Bulk modulus V is equal to minus P divided by delta V by V, volume stress divided by volume strain. In the above formula, negative sign shows with increase in pressure, the volume decreases. That implies P is equal to P divided by modulus of delta V by V is equal to 100 into 10 cube Pascal. P is given in the question, 100 kilopascal, divided by delta V by V is also mentioned in the question, that is 5 into 10 power minus 3 percent. Percent is nothing but 5 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 100, or totally we can write it as 5 into 10 power minus 5, that is equal to 2000 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. This is a bulk modulus. Therefore, the speed of sound V is equal to square root of V divided by density rho, that is equal to square root of, so B value is 2000 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square divided by density of water is 10 cube kg per meter cube, so it is approximately equal to 1400 meter per second. That is option D is the right option. Next question. The density of water at the surface of ocean is rho. If the bulk modulus of water is capital B, then what is the density of ocean water at a depth where the pressure is n times of pressure, atmospheric pressure, that is n into P naught, where P naught is the atmospheric pressure. Option A, rho into B by B plus n minus 1 into P naught. Option B, rho into B by B minus n minus 1 into P naught. Option C, rho B divided by B plus n into P naught. And option D, rho B by B minus n into P naught. Solution. Increase in pressure. Delta P is equal to n P naught minus P naught. That is, pressure increases from surface of ocean to a particular depth. At a particular depth, pressure in the ocean is n into P naught. At the surface of water in a ocean is P naught. So therefore, change in pressure or increase in pressure, delta P can be written as n into P naught minus P naught, that is equal to n minus 1 into P naught. A decrease in the volume due to increase in pressure. Delta P is, this increase in pressure is delta P. When pressure increases by delta P, what amount of volume is decreased? So delta V is increase in volume due to the pressure, due to the increase of pressure delta P, that is equal to V into dP by V. This is also according to definition of bulk modulus. And we know that final volume V dash is equal to, see here, volume decreases by delta V. So that we can write the final volume V dash is equal to V minus delta V, where V is initial volume, that is equal to V minus delta V value is V into delta P by V, that is equal to V by V into V minus delta P. Therefore, rho dash final density is equal to mass divided by final volume. But mass can be written as density into volume, that is rho into V divided by V dash, that is equal to V dash value. By substituting V dash value in this formula, we will get rho V by B minus delta P, that is equal to rho B by B minus of n minus 1 into rho naught, because here delta P value is n minus 1 into P naught. So that B option is the right option. Option B is right option. Next question. A material has Poisson ratio 0.5. If a rod of material has a longitudinal strain 2 into 10 power minus 3, the percentage change in volume is option A 0.4, option B 0.6, option C 0, option D 0.2. Solution. We know that Poisson's ratio sigma is equal to lateral strain divided by longitudinal strain. Here, when a wire or any material is stretched or try to increase the length, its diameter decreases. So that sigma can be written as modulus of delta r by r. This is decrease in radius with respect to original radius, or it is called a lateral strain, divided by denominator is delta L by L, longitudinal strain. In this case, delta L by L is given in the question. It is 2 into 10 power minus 3, and Poisson ratio is also given as 0.5. Therefore, delta R by R is equal to sigma into delta L by L, that is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 into 0.5, that is equal to 10 power minus 3. Volume of the rod is equal to V. Volume of the rod is V is equal to pi R square L. As length increases, radius decreases. That is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 minus 2 into 10 power minus 3, that is equal to 0. So that option C is the right option. Next question. When a wire of length 10 meter is subjected to a force of 100 Newton along its length, the lateral strain produced is 0.01 into 10 power minus 3. The Poisson's ratio was found to be 0.4. If the area of cross section of wire is 0.025 meter square, then its Young's modulus is option A 2.5 into 10 power 10 Newton per meter square, option B 1.6 into 10 cube Newton per meter square, option C 16 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square, option D 12.5 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. Solution. Sigma is equal to, this is Poisson's ratio definition, sigma is equal to minus delta R by R divided by delta L by L, and Y is equal to FL by A into delta L, Young's modulus definition. Therefore, Y is equal to, see here delta L by L can be, by substituting delta L by L from the above, we will get Y is equal to F into sigma divided by A into delta R by R. By substituting the given values in the question, we will get 1.6 into 10 power 8 Newton per meter square. That is, option B is the right option. Next question. A copper wire of cross section A is under tension T. Find the fractional decrease in the cross sectional area. Young's modulus is Y and Poisson's ratio is sigma. Option A 2 sigma T by AY. Option B AY divided by 2 sigma T. Option C 3 AY by 2 sigma T. Option D sigma T by Ay. Solution. We know that Poisson's ratio sigma is equal to minus delta R by R divided by delta L by L. But longitudinal strain delta L by L is equal to F divided by Ay or T divided by Ay according to Young's modulus definition. And fractional change in area delta A by A is equal to minus 2 into delta R by R, because A is equal to pi R square, pi constant to A is directly proportional to R square. That is equal to 2 sigma into delta L by L. This is delta R by R is equal to sigma into delta L by L. By substituting here all the values, we will get delta A by A is equal to 2 sigma T divided by Ay. That is option A is the right option. Next question. A steel cable with a radius of 1.5 centimeter supports a chair lift at a scale area if the maximum stress is not to exceed 10 power 8 Newton per meter square. What is the maximum load the cable can support? Option A 7 into 10 power 5 Newton. Option B 7 into 10 power 6 Newton. Option C 7 into 10 power 4 Newton. Option D 9 into 10 power 5 Newton. Solution. Given in the question, radius of steel cable is equal to 1.5 centimeters, or that can be written as 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 centimeter. Maximum stress is also given in the question, that is equal to 10 power 8 Newton per meter square. Area of cross section of steel cable A is equal to pi R square. That is equal to pi value 3.14 into radius is given in the question, that is 1.5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square meter square. That is equal to 3.14 into 2.25 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. And maximum stress is equal to maximum force divided by area of cross section. Stress definition it is, or maximum force is equal to maximum stress into area of cross section. By substituting the values, maximum stress is given in the question 10 power 8 into, here it is area of cross section is there here, that is 3.14 into 2.25 into 10 power minus 4 Newton. By simplifying this, we will get maximum force is equal to 7.1 into 10 power 4 Newton. That is option C is the right option.